Good morning, good afternoon, good night. This message is for the sign of Aquarius or Aquarius crosswatcher. Wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is, thank you guys for being here with me. I definitely have a message already. I wrote it down last night. I was sitting with you in Aries energy and I got one for both of you. Yours had to do something with a person who's wondering why you blocked them, or why you, if you didn't block somebody, and I don't know when you did this, doesn't have to be recent, you could have just changed something, your address, your phone number, where you are, where you work, where you live. You changed something, you changed direction, you changed it up. You took somebody off of something, took them off of an account, took them off of your friends list, took them off of something. Took them out, took them off, or blocked someone. This person is coming through and they're wondering, why did you do this? What caused you to do this? Did I do something? What's up? What happened? Did you find something out? Maybe they know they did something and they wonder if you know about it. Is this what prompted you to do it? Is this why you've pulled away? Why you blocked them? Why you shut them out? You know? It's like somebody almost in a way wants answers. Like, I don't feel like it's demanding. I don't feel like anyone's angry here. They're just kind of like a little confused or concerned. If they have done something, thought something, if they had not great intentions, they could be worried, rather worried that, oh shit. You know, it's almost like, what's that called when you do something and you feel, it's like guilt. Someone may have a little bit of guilt. If there were reasons why you did something you did, okay? That's what the message is for Aquarius. I'm just going to say wondering why you shut them out instead of blocking or removing someone, because maybe you didn't actually block someone or remove someone or leave something somewhere, someplace, whatever. But I do think you shut in a way. We'll just sum it all up by saying you shut someone out for sure. So wondering why you shut them out. Let's say you didn't necessarily shut someone out. Let's say, this is just an example, because this has actually happened to me. Let's say you were looking on one of your friends, siblings, a partner, a parent, somebody in your family, whatever. It could be anyone. You're looking on their page. Let's say it's a Facebook or something. And you see that maybe you have an ex-friend that's on there. Maybe not even an ex-friend, but somebody who you didn't really like before, who is not good to you. Maybe it's an ex of yours. And you're like, wait a second. Why is this person on your page? So you may have shut your family member out or your friend because it's like, wait a second, why do you have them on here? That's weird to me. Or you could have, if they weren't hiding anything, maybe they didn't know who this person was and somehow they like snuck their way in there. You know, maybe this is someone who has a public page and they just accept anyone or anybody can follow them. This is just an example. It's, you know, maybe this person, when you came to them and said, why is this individual on your page? You could tell they were honest. They were like, I don't know. I didn't even know they were on there. So then you block. They give you their phone or they give you their account information and they'd say, block them then. I didn't know they were on there, right? Like this person may have weaseled their way in to try to spy on the family, spy on this person to get information on you, to keep tabs on you, something, right? Like a spy. So then you block this person from this individual's page, and that person that you blocked or took off or moved is wondering why you did that. Or wondering, if they didn't know you did it, they may be wondering why this person did it. And it's like, because you were trying to spy on me through this person, because I see you. That's why I did it. It's almost like that, okay? So there's a million ways it could go. But that's definitely your message, okay? Another example, let's say you were just talking to someone on an account of yours, a social media account, whichever one that is. Maybe you were talking to them in Messenger. Maybe this person dropped I'm married now, or I have children now, or I'm in a relationship, or whatever. They said something and you're like, well then, you may not have said it, but inwardly you're thinking, then why the fuck are you reaching out to me? I don't like that. In a way, it seems deceptive. Do they know you're talking to me? So it's like, instead of just getting involved in any drama and fucking, you know, you may even care about someone, but you're like, I'm not getting involved in this. So then you remove them. You're like, there's no point in me being on here. Like, maybe you're this person's ex, you know? This is so specific. Let's say it's an ex of yours and they're with somebody now, whatever their label looks like, married, living together, having kids together, I don't know. But maybe they still reach out to you and then you're like, I'm not going to do this anymore. So you change your number or you take them off, you remove them, you block them, you whatever, okay? Phone number, social media. They're wondering, again, same situation, they're wondering the same thing. Oh shit. Just like, if you sit with yourself, you would see why I did it. Logic would have you know that I did it because it's the right thing to do. Or if it has nothing to do with it's the right thing to do, it's because why are you even on there? Why are you even speaking to me? Or why are you speaking to them? Why are you liking their stuff? Why are you like, you don't know this person. You see what I'm saying? I hope I'm making sense here, because it's your entire message. And I got it strongly last night. Now, if this is not you who did it, Aquarius, or Aquarius cross-watcher, I could see it another way. This could be someone who hasn't responded to you. They haven't responded to you, they haven't talked to you, and you may be wondering, why hasn't this person responded to me? Why aren't they talking to me? Like, why were they talking to me and then all of a sudden they're not talking to me? You may be wondering this. You could be on the receiving end, like, what the hell? All of a sudden we're communicating and then just nothing. Just you're just not gonna say anything. And it's like, maybe you could have someone who's playing a little games here. They're playing little games, like they say things just to get you to say something back and then they don't respond. You know what I mean? You could have that. You could have someone here who's played games. It could be reversed, I guess, but I feel like it could be another where it's like someone could be playing games with another individual here. Like, you know, almost like a little bit of love bombing, but not necessarily. It could just be like, why did you reach out and do all this just to pull away? I've had people do that. Somebody I knew growing up, and then he moved away. We were like best friends, right? Reached out to me after so many years. Like, legit, one of the coolest fucking people I've ever met. We never had any issues. We never dated, nothing like that. We never hurt each other. We were good to each other. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't even say necessarily we were romantic. I mean, I guess there was like a crush vibe. I don't know. But then it's like he reaches out to me, tells me things, and then poof, nothing. It's like, huh, what was your point in doing that? Like, I really want to know. That's what this message is. It's like somebody may want to know why another person has done what they've done. Unless they're guilty of something, unless somebody is guilty of something and they know they're guilty of something, that person is like, oh shit, did they find out? Is this why they did it? Oh my God, it's almost like worried. There's that guilt again. But it's the opposite story where someone is just kind of like, why would you go through all that? Or why would you take the time to do any of that if you were just going to do that? Like, were you hoping to gain something out of it? Were you like trying to fuck with me? You know, it's like that vibe, guys. I was just thinking in an Aries message, I was like, man, I know this is like the time of year that most people are like, oh, and this and that and celebrating, but there's a lot of energies right now that are actually being expelled. There's a lot of people having epiphanies. I guess you could call them awakenings, dark nights of the soul. They're just kind of having these moments where they're thinking about things and wondering, a lot of thoughts. There's definitely a lot of thoughts. And if you're not the one going through all these thoughts, another person definitely is. Yeah. I gotta hurry. I've gotta go help my grandma. But what was I about to say? I think someone's going to draw the line here, though. Maybe this is you or another. I don't know who, but there's too many different scenarios, right? There's some that were malicious. There's some that are wondering why you did what you did. I don't know. A lot of questions up in the air. I see a shit ton of question marks in a vision right now. I'm getting it in my third eye. Lots of question marks just floating almost in clouds all around people. I don't know, and maybe that's the point here. Somebody doesn't really know. They don't have an answer yet at this point. There are no answers coming through other than an outcome. And the outcome is someone is getting tired of it. No more responding. No more accepting friend requests. No more re-adding. No more second chances, third chances, fifth chances, 25 chances. No more. No more. If this is a situation where you or another, I'm going to say it to you, where what kind of I went through, where I found out that like people who we don't communicate, we have no connection, were like adding members of my family and trying to talk to them, or even if they weren't talking to them, they like snuck in there somehow just to like spy on what they were posting, seeing if they posted anything about me, because that's what they were doing. They had no connection to my family whatsoever or my friends. It's like, if you It's almost like an ultimatum. Someone could be giving their family or their friends or whoever's allowed these people in, they could be like, if you continue to do this, which is fine, you have the right to make your own decisions, I will also cut off communication with you. I will not speak to you anymore. And you can be upset with me for it, and you can be angry with me for it, but I stand by my decision. Someone here is making a decision to say no more. I think someone's kind of, in a way, hardening their heart because they fucking have to. Because they're being taken advantage of, they're being stalked or spied, they're being used and abused, they're being love bombed, they're being... I don't know, it's almost like conspired against, you know? It's like there's a lot of enemies in the camp, there's a lot of bullshit, there's just a lot of bullshit. There's a lot of illusions here. It's like, I feel in most scenarios, it's not necessarily a good thing. Like, let's say somebody reaches out, or they were reaching out, but they have a partner, and it's like, why are you even doing that? I'm not going to deal with it anymore. You reach out to me again, you're not going to like the outcome. Especially if you're fucking with me. This is like somebody saying, it feels like a feminine saying, don't fuck with me anymore. And maybe someone's innocent here. Maybe someone isn't fucking with someone. Maybe they're just busy, or I don't know. But it doesn't really matter, because whoever this individual is has had it happen too many other times with other people, and they're like, at this point, I'm going to set a new standard. I'm going to have new, in a way, rules. I'm going to have new rules for my life. And the first time someone does something to me like this, it won't happen again. It will not happen again. I'm not going to have patience for it anymore. I'm not going to put up with it anymore. I'm not just going to brush it off anymore. I'm not going to allow it to happen. It's not going to happen. Enough is enough. You are saying, or someone connected to your energy, a feminine here, a feminine energy is saying, enough is enough. I don't want to be an enemy. I don't want to fight. I don't have any ill will towards you. I'm not angry. I'm just saying enough is enough. And what you choose to do with my decision is on you. But I'm not going to put up with it anymore. I'm not going to allow it. And you can do with that what you will. But know that I am serious. I am dead serious. I like it. I think it's you. I think it's you saying, I'm dead serious. It's not going to happen. Not anymore, not on my watch. You can do it to somebody else. You know, you can betray someone else if it's a betrayal type thing. And it's not in all scenarios, guys. Some people are actually innocent here, but it's like, well, you know, if I let you think you can do it, then everybody else is gonna, I'm just putting the energy out into the universe saying, other people can do this too. I'm gonna hold you to the same standard I'm holding everyone else. If you do this to me, this is how I'm going to react. I don't think someone's gonna lash out. This isn't someone who has an anger problem. They're just stopping it. They're just saying no, no more. The only example I can think of that I think fits every scenario, because you have a lot here. Some who were maliciously doing things, some who were sneakily doing things, which is the same fucking thing. Some who were love bombing, trying to fuck with someone's head. Some who were trying to use you as like someone to talk to on the side while they still had their little family over here. You know, I don't know, there's a million different scenarios, but let's say you have children or something. I don't know what age they are, but let's say they're older and they have, their partner always comes over. And they make a mess, and they don't respect your, I don't know, your bedtimes, and they think they can come and go as they please, and you may be setting the standard, or you may be setting new rules where you're like, look, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to allow this anymore. You either come in and stay in, you either come in and help, or you don't come in at all. Boundaries. Clear boundaries you are setting. That's it. I have another example. Let's talk about something that I went through. Let's say you're celibate and you have a person that maybe you were talking to, or I don't know, could have been a friend. But either they were very open and obvious about this, or they were subtle about it. But either way, they did or said or alluded to inappropriate things, knowing damn good and well where you stand, and you may be like, you're going to stop, or you're not going to have any connection with me whatsoever. And you can get mad, you can get upset, but I'm tired of this loop we're on, and I'm going to cut the loop. It's like I see a ring breaking, somebody breaking a ring. It's no longer a ring anymore, it's cut. The ring is cut. The connection is cut. I'm not going in loops anymore. I'm going to flatten this tire if it keeps rolling in the same direction. I want off this bumpy ride. I want off of this uncertain road. I no longer wish to be on this path with you. And if you can't respect that, or if you disagree with my boundaries, then I respect your decision, and now I will make adjustments in my life to cut ties with you with all due respect and love. Blessings on your journey, but this is the way I'm going, and I can see that we're no longer an energetic match. And that's fine, that happens, you know? Like going back to the story of the family member of mine who that was happening to, of course, they were very understanding and was like, but at the same time, I've noticed certain things where it was like, they don't truly get where I'm coming from when it comes to that, and why there are certain people that I do not have connections with, and for damn good reason. And of course, you don't want to be bossy, you know, you don't want to be where you're like telling someone what to do, but it's like, if they're going to remain on your social media, it's not like this person has a relationship with these people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of social media is just used to spy on people. You know, it's like they're not really your friends, they're just on your friends list. They're not really, they don't act like family, they're just there because they want to see what you're doing, and then they talk shit behind your back with each other. You know what I'm saying? And we all have them, and you all know who they are. And it's like, that's fine. You can choose to think these people really support you or support our family or care, but they're using you for information. And if you can't see that, I'm not going to try to convince you. Maybe you have a good relationship with them. Maybe you like their presence there, and that's fine. But I'm going to remove now, I'm going to remove my presence from yours, because I can see that we are not in agreement, and I can live with that. That's fine. We don't have to be. But I also am not going to let what another person does whom I care for dearly affect what I want in my life. So if this is your decision, I respect your decision to keep these people on there, but I am now going to remove myself, not just from your social media, but from your life in general, because again, we're on different paths, and I don't want to be connected to these people, but I also don't want to tell you who you should connect to. Okay, I hope I'm making sense. They've been very all over the place today, both messages, and the Aries message was like, stop, go, like so many freaking setbacks. And you know, you get to a point where you're like, you're fucking tired of it. You're just tired of it. So somebody's definitely tired of something here. I feel like there's a connection between the two. There always seems to be. Maybe you and the Aries energy are just like, not gonna happen anymore. I'm not gonna do it. I think there's people are letting go of individuals during this time. You could be cutting people out and cauterizing your connection to them due to the fact that you have different standards in life now. You also are not going to put up with certain things anymore, and you're not going to allow just anyone in your energy. How are these people going to take it? How are they going to take your decision during this time? Well, it goes right back to what we were saying in the beginning of the video, that some are not going to like it. They're going to be very confused. They're going to wonder why. You know, they may be upset even. Some could be upset like, oh, well, Aquarius or whoever doesn't have anything to do with me, or this and that, or they don't. And it's like, well, if you would take the time to see it from my perspective and see why I don't, you would understand. But since you can't or refuse to, which is fine, you also have the right to make that decision. That's fine. But we're just going to have to agree to disagree, you know? I feel like here your energy is more calm. You're not trying to have any shit or problems with anyone. But I think, you know, some people here are a little bit perturbed by your decision, by your boundaries. They don't really agree, they don't like it, or they don't understand your decision making, and they don't have to. I think you've given people fair warning, fair chances. You know, I really love the energy for you, because it's not like you're giving anyone, or forcing rather, anyone to see things your way, or making anyone decide something or choose something just because it's what you want. You're just like, look, I'll step out of the way. You know, I can't make any of you see things from my perspective. I can't force you to decide things. So if you don't want to, that's fine. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to beg you. You know, it has nothing to do with pride. It just has to do with, I know exactly what I want and what direction I'm going in my life, and it's not that way. It's not doing this, whatever this is, right? So it's like, this is my decision, and I'll remove myself. You know, this is beautiful. Tell me when you find people like that. You don't find people like that anymore, who's willing to take a loss themselves because they want to be authentic to their boundaries. They want to be true to themselves and what they know suits them and what doesn't. I can only really have control over my own actions. And so for those reasons, I'm out. It's like Shark Tank. For those reasons, I'm out. Because this is what has happened, or what has repeatedly happened, or because this is what I now decide, and also because I know that I can't, you know, make anyone else get on the same page with me, that's fine. I'm going to now bow out gracefully and return to my life. And I wish you blessings and love over there. If you choose to handle that in a negative way, just let it be known that that is completely on you. I have made my decision and I stand by it. Wow. The energy is thick today. It's very thick. It's almost hard to get through these messages. You feel that? I don't know if it translates on the video, but the energy is so eerily quiet. It's eerily still. It's eerily thick. It's hard to breathe almost. If I have to lose, I'll lose. If I have to suffer, I'll suffer. If I have to be alone, I'll be alone. I'm not afraid to be alone. I welcome it. It's a lot more free. It's a lot less stressful, because I'm not constantly having to look over my shoulder and worry who's authentically in my life and in my corner. I am not afraid of freedom. I'm not afraid of loss. So I'll take my loss, or I'll take my losses, and I'll go about my way. That is so powerful. In a way, you're taking your power back. Or another person is. Someone's taking their power back. So I guess I could say, if anyone's here and they're like, oh, this doesn't resonate with me, I think it will in the near future. And maybe someone's going to be like, in the near future, why aren't they responding to me? Why aren't they saying anything to me? Why aren't they? And it's like, this is why. Because someone has drawn a line, they've set their boundaries, and they will not, from henceforth, go back on that. Not at all. This is someone who, like, their yes is their yes, and their no is their no. You can trust someone like that. That's my type of person. This is a person that you can trust their word. When they say something and they finally make a decision, they are not going back on it at all. Cutting ties, cutting connections, cutting friendships, relationships with family members, friends, exes, potential lovers, whatever. It could be anything. It's just snip, 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 snippity doo dah, snippity snip, 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 snip. Somebody could even get like a haircut here in the near future, change it up. Someone's going to change up their hair. Or get, like I said, a haircut, cut the dead ends, but it's kind of symbolic of this energy here of, I'm cutting away energies that do not align with me. All right, guys, I just want to say thank you for being here. I think that's all that we needed for today. I have a lot to do. I'm going to go take care of my grandma, like I said. So I love you so much. I appreciate you being here with me. Hopefully you have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.